very few of them. They're in good shape. Seen plenty of use, but there's maybe 10.
That's it.
Wait,
Not much
10
of a
Yeah.
what again?
broadside.
10 cannons
10.
On our ship?
on this ship, yeah.
Five
Some
five
work.
cannons doesn't make for much of a broadside.
It doesn't, but it does make for a better cargo hold for a merchant vessel,
Yeah.
and that's what it's disguised as, so that's what it's kind of got to keep up appearances to.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Gelf
yeah.
doesn't like it.
I don't suppose. Can you order the other 5 cannons from the other side to be brought on the top of the deck so we can have a 10 cannon broadside?
At
Is that
great expense of time, and then you have to do that every fucking time you turn the ship.
Yeah, so yeah, it would put you at a great disadvantage maneuvering wise. It would put you at like it would be very obvious that all the cannons are up at the top on the main deck.
Oh,
They would not
for teacher's sake, man! It was just a suggestion. You're the cannoneer, not me.
It is possible though. It would make your attack power double for the side of the ship that you had them on.
But what kind of penalty would we take having to switch sides? Because you got to unhook them, and on a rolling sea, no less. Unhook them, roll them across the deck, hook them back up, and then load them and fire them.
Yeah, moving them in combat would be almost completely impractical. Um, you would take a penalty to maneuvering in combat because you now have to maneuver the ship in ocean combat with the knowledge that you only have one good side. So you'd have to keep that bearing at the enemy the entire time, and that would put your maneuvering at a huge disadvantage. But your weapon attack rolls would be significant. You get a very large increase.
Really. Captain, which side of the ship do you favor?
We're not doing that.
Yeah, it would also put all it would all also put all of the cannons from the side you're moving to on the top deck of the ship visible to everybody.
Boo. Never mind.
Is the plan for us to try and sink this ship, or are we just getting it away from this port, or like what's the
There
vibe here?
There's 3 ships.
Oh no, but I'm saying so like. You said they're just coming here to keep the peace. Like, is there a reason we have to engage them in combat?
None
No,
at all.
I said the military that is left here, the army, is left here to keep the peace. You don't know why these guys are coming here.
Maybe we just let them go about their business.
Yeah, I mean,
They
we're
have no reason to engage us. We have no reason to engage them. We are 2 ships passing in the early afternoon.
That is the smartest thing anyone said this whole time. We are going to not engage them, or we'll die.
That
Captain,
much is certain.
Captain, if you don't mind me saying, you seem to have a bit of a there's a personal experience in your tone when discussing this ship. Is there something we should know?
If we engage, we are going up against the greatest tactician the the Halcyon Naval Academy has ever produced.
Well, that'd be enough of an endorsement for me to opt for stealth and peace.
Stealth and peace are good.
Just gonna go below deck where I cannot be seen. I'm gonna hang out there.
Okay.
Probably a good idea for most of you to go hang
So you're gonna go below decks
out.
Hmm.
and just stay on the Storm Runner.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Give me 1 second here. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Got it. So you guys head below decks, and kind of wait it out. You're like looking through portholes and the uh any kind of window you can find, and like watching the docks with bated breath as these ships pull in. After about an hour and a half, you see the ship is crawling with Phaedron Navy seamen, and you see a platoon, basically like an officer's entourage, disembark from the lead ship,
Please enter your employee number followed by
and
the pound sign.
begin talking to the dockmaster. You see the
To check in,
they're
press
showing
1.
the ledgers
To check
of
out,
all the ships
press
who've
2.
been like
To leave for lunch,
basically
press 5.
in and out of port. Like you could see that the guy's like holding open a book or like a scroll or whatever, and like going through, like running the numbers for her. Your ship is docked a couple of ships. This port is crazy busy. There's like most normal commerce has resumed here now that the invasion is over, and it's just an occupation at this point. So now that all the Phaedrons have like fully asserted themselves as the like heads of the government here on the island, trade has resumed pretty rapidly, and the docks are relatively full. There's like 4 or 5 ships between you and the 3 Phaedron
Sonic.
galleys.
Alright,
As
something real quick. How you doing, Sonic?
they wrap up speaking, you can't obviously hear what they're about. They're like a couple 100 feet to like a quarter mile away from you. You see that one of the Phaedron soldiers runs back to the ship, and then like a couple minutes later, a larger group of Phaedron soldiers, like an entire squad of like 20 men, disembark and follow this small officers group. And they start walking down the docks to the first ship that is like closest to them. They board the ship, and you can see that all of the crew aboard that ship stops working. The group of Phaedron soldiers starts like dispersing across the ship. They're being inspected.
Cool.
You see that the officers aboard the ship, there's 3 officers, 1 captain of each ship, and each of their like 2 top lieutenants. There's like 9-10 people in that group. One of them is like obviously the commanding officer of the entire squadron, with like they don't look like the guy you fought in the desert. They're just a normal Phaedron soldier, but they look heavily armored, with like plate mail and like a full like centurion's helmet. But they're not carrying like crazy weapons. They have a shield that's strapped to their back, and they have a sword like an officer's sword, but they don't have like standard like soldier equipment. Like a soldier would carry like a spear or something, not like they're just have their sidearm basically on them. They're not equipped for war. But yeah, they're doing basic inspections on each of these ships.
But they look like they're ready for some shit to go down.
Yeah, you see that as they're boarding this ship, a larger contingent of soldiers from each of the other galleys has disembarked now. That takes longer because there's like about 100 dudes each, and like spreads out in either direction on the docks, and is like basically stopping anybody from embarking or disembarking on each of the ships. Like they're kind of just posted up on the docks everywhere, just like making sure nothing's going on at the other ships while they're inspecting each one.
During all that, and us seeing like them kind of take over the dock, I have an idea before they get close enough to like see activity necessarily on our ship,
Okay.
because I have the feeling they're not going to stop at checking just the first boat.
Not with
Sure.
Yeah,
secrets.
before they can like actively see like what's happening on our deck, I'm gonna chug a potion of water breathing and jump overboard and hang out under the water instead.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Not gonna find me down here.
Okay.
I'm gonna. This boat has a smuggler's hold, right?
It does. Yeah, this
Presumably.
boat is a smuggler's ship.
I'm gonna tuck myself into the smuggler's hold so I can eavesdrop and keep an eye on, or an ear on, like what's going on, like who's talking on the ship, but they won't
Sure.
be able to see me.
What do the rest of you do?
Boy, I don't know.
If you guys want to try to disembark and get off the ship before the soldiers get to your ship, you can. You see that they're coming, so you have time to prepare. But that is what is going to happen, is that they're going to be posting up a large contingent of soldiers across the docks to prevent any merchandise from moving on the ships, prevent any people from getting on or off, kind of holding everything in place so that they could do an inspection.
So, I don't know about the rest of them, but I'm staying on my ship.
Okay.
This is a difficult scenario for me.
So technically, it's not
Well,
your ship,
just
so
turn
you
it-
could abandon it.
Well, also you can just turn into a human who is presumably not on a wanted poster.
This is true.
Seeing
That's
my
true.
human face is going to be worse than if she sees my crab face.
Yeah. Like he knows her from like school apparently, given the reputation he mentioned she had. So she probably knows his real face too.
Yeah, but she's not walking the docks right now, is she?
He's aboard the other ship right now,
Okay.
the first one.
Oh, she is aboard the first one. She's
I
I think I
personally
might have to
inspecting.
face this. I can't.
There's 3 ships in between you and the Navy ships.
Okay.
They're on the first one right now.
I'm going to be fully honest and transparent about what's going on, because I may need some advice.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
That's my
is going-
sister.
Oh,
What?
Does
this
does she
stuff
like
comes up
you?
later.
Like,
Gonna go
I'm a deserter of the Phaedron Navy.
so she hates
Gonna
you.
go out on a limb and say no.
I am my family's greatest dishonor. No, she doesn't like me.
Get the fuck in the water, sir. I say that with all due respect. Get off
But
the
that's
ship.
the coward's move.
Should
Should I not face my past?
Listen, the greatest tradition of pirates is to run, is it not? Run.
You don't mind you saying,
Amandi's already underwater. She cannot give you
Hey.
advice on this.
Captain Galator. It is always, and it is a brave man
Who, against all odds, stands his ground for what he believes in, even when he knows that it's the unpopular thing, and will look those he loved in the face and tell them, "You are wrong. You move." That being said, that is a brave man. A smart man does that while standing on a ship with more than 10 guns. Get in the fucking ocean. Sir.
I will compromise. And then I go into like full crab form, and then I get up on Asim's shoulder.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Okay.
Okay. Fair enough. I will take that.
We're all
So
gonna
I've
die.
got a
It's like,
question.
I'm folding myself under the floorboards. We're all going to die.
Gelf, are you getting in the water with a potion of water breathing, or are you hiding in a hold with Lan? Or are you trying to run?
Or are you gonna do a secret third thing?
Well, I was thinking about doing a secret third thing.
Go for
Oh
it.
boy,
Hold
what kind of what do you want to do?
Let me see. I am going to stay with the ship.
Okay.
Oh dear. I'm going to stay with the ship, and on deck, I imagine the deck is reasonably sized deck, right?
Right.
You would imagine
Okay.
that.
I'm going to do a ritual.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, what ritual are you doing?
I'm going to create a campsite
Okay.
on the deck of this ship.
To
Now,
what end?
I'll just be camping out here when the Phaedrons come and check out the boat, and they might think it's weird enough that they'll just move on.
Gelf, it is worth reminding you that while it is true that you do have a bounty and presumably images of you on it, myself and Amandi are hiding because there's not a lot of gnolls and satyrs wandering around. I think there's probably several other elves.
All right, give me the potion.
They're rare, but
The potion.
they're around.
I'm suggesting you put on a hat, lad.
Just blend in with the crew.
Yes.
But I walk over to another member of the crew and I pull like a bandana off of his head and then I wrap it around Gelf so that it covers the tips of his ears and then I hand him a mop and just tell him to do what all the rest of these lily-livered little bastards are doing when they think I'm not paying attention, and just vaguely wave the mop around the deck of the ship so it looks like you're cleaning.
You know what, Lanolin? There are some times that I really hate you.
Dutifully noted. It means I'm good at my job.
And you're probably not the only one.
What do I do with this?
No, I said just hold it in your hand and vaguely just kind of wave it in the direction of the deck of the ship to look like you're moving. And just kind of walk around so that if things go sideways, you can throw a fireball at them.
All right.
You're no good. It's like if things go sideways, you're no good to us underwater.
Fair.
Oh, I
I
should
hate-
probably say. I mean, Amandi's not here to hear this, and she's kind of like the most important one to hear this because, like, she's definitely going to be the one to do it. My sister and I might not see eye to eye. Please don't kill her.
Yeah, that would have been an important thing to tell Amandi.
That definitely would have been it.
I would like to grab a bottle and a piece of paper, and I write, "The leader of the Phaedrons is the captain's sister. Please don't kill her. and then I kind of angle the paper away so the captain can't necessarily see it, and I write legs optional.
Maiming is
And
okay.
And then I put it in the bottle, legs and hands ... negotiable. And I put it in the bottle so the writing is facing the outside of the glass, and then I put some cannon shot, like whatever, like heavy powder or whatever in the bottom of the bottle, cork it, and then I kind of look over and guesstimate about where Amandi is and drop it off the side so that it lands in the way that you can pick it up and read it underwater.
Fair
I
enough.
like the idea that like Amandi, because we fought Amandi's sister, and it's like, yes, the blood pact that all siblings share, that he has to be the one to kill her.
I was considering that, but unless told, I do not know that she is your sister, and so I would not automatically assume that.
Oh, I don't think they did that. It's like, please don't kill her. And Amandi is not reading that on a like, yeah, no, of course, the captain doesn't want, like, he disagrees with his family, but doesn't want them to die. And it's Amandi's like, oh, of course, he wants to kill her. No shit. Like, that could have been a whole misunderstanding. It's like, you took the wrong route, but you got there.
Right.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Okay.
I'm standing there with a mop.
Yep.
In your wizard robes.
All right.
With literally no idea what to do with a mop. He's never held a mop in his life.
That's fine.
He doesn't even know what a mop is.
It's like a wet broom.
He doesn't know what a broom is either. Let's be
But
real.
he can fly. He can fly on one.
I'm thinking you're thinking which. Anyway.
Okay. So if that's what you guys are all doing, you're just going to wait for the inspection to go by. We're going to get to that. You see, after about an hour, they finish inspecting the other 3 ships, and now they're marching down the gangway, coming up to the boarding plank, and a couple of the others, like officers, lieutenants, board first and announce, prepare for inspection by Legate Valera Marin of the Phaedron Navy, or of the Phaedron Legion, and they come aboard. They board the ship, and you see this tall. Now that you're up close, you could see like woman in full plate mail, takes off her helmet, puts it under her arm, and you see her.
Damn.
Captain, I say this respectfully. Wood.
You see her board the ship.
Still might.
Just after her boards about 24 Phaedron soldiers, just rank and file behind you. They start spreading out. Your crew looks nervous as fuck. You're standing on the deck of the ship. What do you do?
I begin to mop the nearest mast.
All right. You're mopping the mast?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Asim, what are you doing?
I'm big set of brass balls. I walk up with the manifest for the ship.
Okay.
And prevent the manifest to the Legion.
Excellent. She takes it. Good. Excellent. I like prudence. Let's see here. And she kind of reads off a couple of the things that it says are on the manifest, and like this is obviously forged because like most of this ship's like mission was harrying the Phaedron Legion Navy, so like that's what they were doing for most of the time. So the ledger's heavily doctored.
Yes.
I totally forgot that was their mission. Is there a chance that this ship ran into any of the ships in this like group?
We're about to find out.
Oh boy.
Probably not. But you are famous pirates, and you are standing right in front of her. So, what
I'm
I'm going to need
hoping
you
to
to
be
do,
hiding in plain sight. You know, when it's that
yeah.
2 feet in front of you, you can't see it.
So, I'm gonna let you hop here behind the screen real quick and make a roll for me.
Okay.
Asim
Do it in the
has
dice
a
tower.
no. You're gonna do it in front of everybody. Asim has a +4 bonus to his infamy roll.
Okay.
So you're gonna need to roll a d20 +4, and you need to get below a 15 to be recognized. If so, on a 1 to 14, she
Mhm.
doesn't recognize you at all.
Okay.
On a 15 to 24, which is technically possible. No, it's impossible to get above that. She will recognize you.
But I might be able to
As
talk my way out of it.
you might be able to convince her that you're the captain of this ship, and you might be able to finagle your way to avoid your association with the Chimera pirates. And just
Okay.
be like another pirate, and they're not gonna like
Okay. Here we go.
search harder. It's all right. Go ahead. You just barely.
By the skin of
she's
my
looking-
fucking teeth.
So she's like looking up. She snaps the book shut with one hand on the spine. She hands it back to you, and she goes, "All right, everything appears to be in order here, Mister. What's the name again, Captain?
Pirate Man, Mr. Pirate Man.
Hold on one
Asim, what do you say?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't prepared for her to
Lan is
ask
not
my name.
Asim, I only have so many bits that I can vamp with for you. Fucking make an alias up.
I'm
You're not
working
there.
on
You're
it.
hiding.
No, I'm just making a joke about like Asim, quick. I'm run out of bits.
Bear with me 1 moment. I was not prepared for this.
That's fine.
I did not say that out loud in the game. That was just me.
Asim assumedly has a fake name that he goes.
Yes.
Please tell me his alias is Misa.
Misa so sorry.
No, Asim backwards.
I know.
Oh.
Um.
Yeah.
Or Isam.
Let's go. He's not there. So, actually, I just looked up. Let's put it this way. I looked up Egyptian names real quick. Masir.
With a M as in
Yeah,
Mike
M-I-S-
or N as in November.
M.
Okay.
Masir.
Masir.
Yeah.
Roll me a bluff check.
This is getting harder and harder. Getting harder and harder. Bullshit this bitch. I say that with all due respect to.
Ah! She kind of cocks an eyebrow. She goes, "Okay, Mr. Masir, we will have this inspection underway."
Thank you.
She stands around waiting for the next 15-20 minutes while her crew scours your ship. Lanolin.
Oh god.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a stealth check.
Fuck.
I will give you a +2 advantage for the fact that this ship is meant to smuggle things.
Okay. All right, I got a +9. That's not bad, right?
Oh yeah, no, you're good. So you got an 11 to this? That's great.
Oh
Unless he does that. Unless he does that. Unless he does that.
Oh boy. Okay, so I'm not.
You
One
can't
way-
hold in a
the
loud
one-
fart. I'm
The
telling
one
you, that's what happened.
possible way this could have fucked up, and I did it.
I'm not going to rule that as an automatic fail because you are rolling against their opposition. I'm going to roll for them.
Okay.
I swear to God, if they nat 20, I'm gonna shit myself.
Quick, if they see you, pretend to be a real goat. Just stick your goat butt out and make goat noises.
I'm gonna roll for them.
This is crazy.
They got a 15.
Oh shit.
They
You know what? Hey, Amandi, you were right. Amandi said, for those of you in the audio only, I did consider hiding in the hidey hole, but I figured that would be exactly where they'd be looking, and the water is a better hiding place. And you know what? Your instincts proved infallible as always, because here we are.
I will say
Just
that
sneezed.
Asim and or not Asim, Lanolin and Gillator were able to hear the entire interaction that Asim had with Legate Marin. As you are hiding in this panel in the wall of the gun deck, you hear the soldiers step down the stairs. You hear barrels toppling over, them throwing things around.
Hey, they can't do that to our cargo. Only we can do that to our cargo.
You'll keep
You hear one of the guys,
mopping the mess.
one of the soldiers in Phaedron dialect, just kind of like looking at the other guys, like, why are all the cannons on one side of the ship unlatched? That doesn't.
Wait,
what the
did
fuck?
we do that?
No,
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, yeah. That's not how.
Why are all of these cannons unlatched? Like, that's really unsafe. And then they go about their business, looking around. You see them take a step. I'll take goats under the. Oh my god!
Oh, that's crazy.
Yes. So you see them, like through a crack in the wall between the planks, walking just out of reach of you. They're like right in front of the hidey hole. One of them kind of turns and, like, as if like they're done checking this area, they get to the end and is like, okay, well, I guess there's nothing else here. He trips over some loose like cannonballs, falls and lands, like catches himself on the plank of wood that is covering you, and it wouldn't have like given you away if not for the fact that it shifted slightly and hit you in the leg, and you get a little meh, as they're like, what the fuck was that?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say he flat out just pulls it off the wall, and I'm just standing there in the open.
No. They was a good hiding spot, but it was that dude tripped and knocked into the wall, and that gave it away. And they're like, there's something's amiss in here, and they start like really scrutinizing everything, and eventually they do find the panel, lift it off with their short sword gladiuses drawn, and they point it at you, and they yell at you like, put your hands where we can see them. Drop your weapon. If you have your weapon on hand, just drop anything you're carrying, put your hands up, and they like grab you and pull you out and up onto the deck of the ship.
You son of a bitch.
So this seems like a rough spot.
But you have them
Lanolin,
just where you want them.
I'm gonna ask you to roll me a d20 plus 4.
Okay.
To see if Legate Marin recognizes you.
Okay.
Whether
need
she's
to
been
get-
keeping up to date.
Yeah. You need to get below a 15.
To get below a 15.
If you can get below 15, she will just assume you are an illegal
Immigrant.
no, not immigrant, a stowaway.
They're coming from the Feywild.
I
They're
mean,
bringing
yeah,
their-
technically yes. Like
They're bringing their tricksters.
they register
their
all
shenanigans.
people that come through these docks, and the dock master is supposed to do that. You usually just pay them off,
Yeah.
but it's gotten a lot harder to do that recently.
So
But-
D20 plus 4. Okay.
Plus 4.
And this is just to see if she recognizes me as a pirate.
Yes.
Okay.
Good luck, Glenn. Good luck.
Thanks.
As your ass puckers.
Can I here's a question. Does this count as a diplomacy check?
No.
Or is this is luck?
This is a
My own notoriety.
Yes, infamy check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You lucky duck.
That's good or bad?
That's good. That's good.
You in this instant, normally it's bad. In this instance, you do not want to be noticed. So
Okay.
it's good to roll low.
Okay.
In this instance, anything below a 15 is good.
Okay. Can I read
So-
on her face that she doesn't know who I am?
Roll me there's a check for that, right?
Insight?
Yeah, give me an insight check. Yeah, absolutely. She's immediately she's like, arrest the stowaway, get him off the ship. She like doesn't even give you a second glance. She like
Wait.
whips her head to a
So-
seam.
So when
Oh,
she says
no.
when she says she's throwing me off the ship, am I being arrested like I'm being taken to a jail cell?
Yes.
But
Okay.
presumably in Pesh and not on their ship.
No, I got no. Is
Correct.
that the case? Okay.
Okay,
Then
okay.
I.
Yeah. They
then I-
don't they don't know you're a pirate, so they're not
No,
gonna
no, I
immediately
get you.
kill
Yeah.
you.
I get you. Great. Great. Oh man, you know what would have been a smart idea? Damn. I look at a seam.
Jumping in the water.
No, I was gonna say as we're.
Yes.
I was gonna say as we're leaving, like as they're like frog marching me out the ship. First of all, I want to say I very much want to be like playing up that I'm an old man of like, I'm sorry, please, like walking a bit slow and like stumbling a bit, right? And then make a. Can I, you know what? As we're walking past a seam, can I pretend to trip and like fall into a seam's arms so I can whisper something to him?
Give me a bluff check. I'm gonna say get me a 20.
Get you a 20. Okay.
Fuck.
I have my +5 to diplomacy, but I might need that to talk me out of jail later.
No, we'll get you,
You know
out
what?
of jail. It should be that hard.
I have a +11 to diplomacy to bluff. I'm just gonna try it. Cool.
Yeah, okay. You're able to whisper something to a seam before you get off the ship.
Great. You know what? I was gonna say what would have been really smart is if I could have arranged ahead of time to have a weighted bottle that says like "go time" written on it to drop in the water. I just want to like stumble into a seam and just quickly whisper like, you know what? I push the everlasting rum bottle into a seam's arms. You know
Okay.
what? I do two things. I want to just like, or into his belt, or like so he has them. I want to try and reverse pickpocket the everlasting rum bottle and the telescope. Because if they search me and they happen to be looking for magic items, I don't want them to find them.
I think does Gelf not have the rum bottle, or do you have it?
I thought Gelf
I
has
have
it. The drunk
Yeah,
has.
Gelf
I
has
mean,
it in his
Gelf
inventory.
has it.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't
Mm.
matter. No. It doesn't matter for this plan. It's irrelevant. I just basically crash him and I reverse pickpocket the telescope and I just
Okay.
whisper to him of like, if things go wrong, tell Gelf to throw the rum bottle overboard.
Yeah, I mean magic items are not like they're
It's
very
not
weird.
It's not because it's a magic item. It's because I'm trying to use my intuition of my own crew and assume that Amandi would know there's only one reason we would throw the everlasting rum bottle into the ocean.
Oh, okay.
And it's because things have gone it's like
Horribly wrong.
Great to have a message
Okay.
ahead of time. It's either that or throw Gelator in the ocean. He'll get Amandi.
Right. Well, Gelator's
A crab.
in your pocket or on somewhere in your clothing right now, hidden.
I'm on Asim's shoulder.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
on a
that I-
Steam's shoulder. I thought you were
Yes.
with
No.
That's very weird to have a crab on your shoulder. I thought you were on Lana Lynn's shoulder.
Honestly,
Is
do
it
you
a
want to
scene?
bring Gelator with me to prison so you're not near your sister? Do you want to reverse pickpocket?
Yeah, if you're on if you're on a Seam's shoulder, they're gonna have at least a little bit of questions about it.
Let's put it this way. I don't know that he's visibly on my shoulder, but he's on my
Gelator.
shoulder.
Gelator, you want to do a buddy cop.
He
prison
could be
mission.
hiding on your person or on the ship somewhere if you want. You don't have to be on anybody's person. You could just be hiding on the ship as well. But like whatever you want to do. Do you want to be with Lan? Do you want to be with Gelator? What are you doing? Or do you want to be with Asim?
I feel like Lan having to escape prison on his own would be less fun. So I will go with him in this instance. I was
Okay.
probably just like near them on the deck so that I could see my sister, and I'll like
Yeah.
scuttle over
You
and
were
like,
hiding in a like around a corner of a barrel or something on the deck. As he's being
Either-
dragged off the ship, you kind of scuttle up his pant leg.
It's the same thing though of like if things go wrong, throw the bottle in the ocean. Because I'm counting on the idea
That'll tell Amandi.
Amandi will be able to interpret. Oh, if they've
know-
dropped this in the water, some shit's probably hit the fan.
Okay.
That's fair. Considering
was
the
gonna let
bottle
him know
dries
with-
up when there's trouble.
I was gonna let him know with Mage Hand, but I guess that works too.
How would you
alert
Amandi with Mage Hand?
It's a Mage Hand. I can tell it to go under the water and tap Amandi on the shoulder, and then do a thumbs up and say, "Get up to the surface."
I mean, I didn't know you were gonna do that. I still do the thing, but look, whatever plan works, man. I'm just saying, like, I'm reminding Asim, like, shit goes
There's
wrong.
an option to try to get Amandi back up.
Yes.
Okay.
Got you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
And now I have the telescope, so
Yeah.
It's
So
just
you have
like,
the telescope. You pocket it.
Actually, you know what? No, fuck that. If things go wrong, throw the telescope in the ocean.
fair.
If things go wrong,
Yeah.
throw it as hard and as far as you can. I will retrieve it later.
Yes, we will.
So Legate Marin snaps to you, Asim, and goes, "Did you know the stowaway was on board?"
I turn right back at it. First of all, if I knew a stowaway was on board, would I be so willing to just be letting you? Come on. If I knew there was a and now he trips into me.
I'll have no attitude with you, sailor. I'll send you to the same prison cell he's going to. I'll ask you again. And I expect to hear yes, ma'am, or no, ma'am.
I stare at her for a minute. No, I did not know I had a stowaway on board. Ma'am.
Roll me bluff.
I knew that was coming. Oh, that was so
Ooh, that was
close.
almost a nat
Almost
20.
a 20.
It does succeed. It was almost an nat 20. Damn.
It was so close.
But yes, she does believe you. She turns to one of her captains of the other ships, and as they're the ones responsible for the crew that is carrying out the search, she tells to her like first officer, have the entire ship's crew question, find out where that stowaway came from. As this is about to take a lot longer.
I've got a
Oh shit!
I've got a question. If I
yeah.
tell you I'm thinking in my head. I'm trying to think this out for a second.
Go ahead.
If I give up. I volunteer information. What was the last port of call that I was at, according to my manifest? According to my manifest.
According to the manifest,
where was I last?
We'll say Ila Verona.
Okay. So I turned to her lieutenant or whatever who's questioning everybody. I'm like, most of my crew is. You see that one? He's so dim-witted. I took him on as a, and I point to Gelf, as a fucking favor to some wench at a tavern because he's mopping a mast. How? He's literally a high. Like, I took pity on him. So this guy, this person, this stowaway must have come on at the last port of call. The only other people that have come on my ship from that port of call have already disembarked before you got here. There were about 5 of them.
Okay.
By the way, how do I know when I'm finished?
Just keep mopping. Keep mopping, buddy. Keep mopping, buddy. You've got this.
Gelf actually just got so in the zone of mopping this mast that he wasn't paying attention to how the combat was going. So that was a diegetic. Hey, by the way, how do I know when I'm finished mopping this thing? Just keep going. Fuck it. All right. I guess that's my role here.
Okay. Give me a bluff check, just to see if you could keep up.
Keep the bullshit flowing. I also say that they said, what is the farthest tavern or inn from where we are?
What's the farthest
in the city?
Where you are?
Yes.
Oh, in the city. Okay, yeah. You give him a name of a tavern. You know all the places in town.
Yeah. Okay.
Can Gelf give him combat advantage by doing or saying something real silly?
I mean, he just did. So yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you succeed.
Okay. You just did.
Yeah, they'll buy it for now. They'll be like, thank you for the information, but we'll do our own questioning.
Okay.
They have soldiers go around the ship and round up the rest of the crew and bring them one by one and are questioned by lieutenants and the other captains while Legate Marin is like burning a hole into the side of your head. Gelf.
Yes.
A lieutenant of the Phaedron Navy approaches you and questions you about how you came aboard the vessel. I am going to need you to roll me a d20 plus 4 for your
D20
infamy.
plus 4.
Yeah, to see if they've been paying attention to the
See
white
if they
pages.
recognize you.
Okay, that would be a 13.
One of them looks like the guy looks at you, kind of like squints a little bit, like he's trying to place it, and he's like, nah, maybe not. And he asks you about like where you were before this. Luckily, you were standing on the deck and heard Asim's assertion that you came aboard on the last thing, so you're able to corroborate his story.
I mop faster.
Unless you would like to say something else.
No.
Thank you.
You continue to mop as this guy's trying to question you. It slightly distracts him, and he's like, "Can you stop that?" And then grabs the mop and breaks it over his knee and chucks it aside. And he's like, "I'm questioning you. You want subject yourself to this questioning with no further interruptions."
Fine. And I'll have my captain put you in the brig.
roll me a bluff check to see if you can bullshit your way through this as you're being questioned about how you were taken aboard and trying to follow Asim's story as best as you can.
All right, a bluff check, huh? Hang on, that must be under
Yeah.
abilities.
Under skills.
Skills. Sorry about that.
Now Asim already laid the groundwork, so it's not going to be super difficult.
So I got a +4 to bluff. That's not bad.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Hey,
Uh-oh. I'm worried now.
So when Asim said the last stop was Ila Verona, he's questioning you and he's being very snippy about it, very fast, and you're stammer out that you were from Ila Cordova, which is to the north of that, in a completely different island. And he tries to catch you up on it. He's like, funny, your captain said that they took you aboard on Ila Verona. It's interesting. You're from two different places? How's that work?
oh, what would he say? I got to think of something clever to come back with, because Gelf is having none of this.
Sure, yeah.
He's trying his best to maintain his composure, and he's just failing badly.
I'm half from Ila Verona on my mother's side. My father was from. Try to convince him that your geography is actually genetic.
I have a long distance relation that I'm pursuing there.
What did you say, Gelf?
I have a long distance relation I'm pursuing.
Interesting. And he writes something down in a small notebook he's carrying.
Hold on one second.
The rest of the
Can I
the rest of the,
something real quick?
you can yell whatever you want. You're standing there.
Can you leave the poor special man alone? You broke his mop. He's gonna cry. Leave him be. You're confusing him.
Leggett Marin
rolls his eyes.
Snaps at you. I advise you to leave the questioning to my crew, Captain.
And I advise you not to pick on the weak.
No one is picking on anybody. We are doing a thorough investigation. One more outburst like that, and I'll have you in irons.
Gelf shoots him a dirty look.
Oh, I'm sure he does.
This outburst does distract the lieutenant who's questioning you, and he finishes questioning you without any other anything else coming up really. He's like,
I owe this man a drink afterwards.
And he moves on to the next crewmate. Let's see here. Asim.
I walk over and hand Gelf a new mop.
I'm gonna need you.
You know what I'm going to tell you to do with this?
Nothing now. You're just gonna take the mop.
I need you to roll me a diplomacy check.
Okay.
To see how loyal this crew is to you.
Oh, fuck me.
Isn't there such a thing as a crew check?
I don't have the crew stats for this ship right now.
Okay.
Okay. By the way, guys, this is where it all comes undone. And
so we're gonna need one last check to see if anybody else on the crew blabbermouths.
Can I just kill them?
No.
I mean, they're being questioned away from you.
Damn
After
it.
the outburst, they take the rest of the crew to the other side of the ship. It's like you can still see them, but you can't hear them questioning. Okay.
It's not bad, but it's probably not good either.
you see a one of the two captains approach Legate Marin. He says, Commander, we've questioned the crew. It seems the stowaway acted alone, and none of the crew knew about this stowaway. They did admit that the section of the ship the Satyr stowed away on was used to smuggle cargo, but they've stopped after paying some hefty fines recently. So it seems that the captain's story is truthful. And she looks at you like kind of sizing you up, looks you up and down, like not sure how true most of that is, but not really having anything else to go off of. And goes, okay, well, I guess our investigation is done here. Thank you for what cooperation that you could offer, Captain. What was the name that you gave her?
I don't even remember.
Oh, that's kind of important.
See, Ben, this is the time where if you wanted to, you should have bluffed and did the Captain.
What was your name again?
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I was thinking too.
Captain Messer.
Yes.
Yeah, it was something like that, and somewhere in
Yes.
no, she remembers
Thank
the
you
name.
for the mop, sir.
No. I meant like not like she forgets. Like
Monsieur.
I suspect you're using an alias, and I'm trying to
Monsieur.
get you to say the wrong.
Right?
name.
No. I yes, she.
Monsieur. I had the page still pulled up.
Yeah.
I had to just go look for it.
She goes, thank you for what little cooperation you were able to offer.
Again, my apologies for my outbursts. I just take the protection of my crew very seriously.
Of course.
Please, man, he's mentally ill.
Exactly.
Without another word, she turns one of her captains blow like a signal whistle. All the troops like fall in line and disembark off your ship.
I still wait to get Amandi up because I wait until they're out of sight before I try to bring her back on ship.
Lanolin.
Yeah.
You are marched through the streets of Pesh down to the administration building where they have the prison.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Images.
On the way, can I be trying to be on my bullshit?
What would you like to be doing while you are being marched through the streets by 4 Imperial guards?
Oh, please, young man, I'm begging you. I'm just a poor old man. I was just seeking safe passage, the high seas, the way things are, especially towards this part of the world, they're not safe for. I think they're not as safe as they once were for. For one of my kind, people don't always look too friendly on extraplanar. I think on extraplanar people. I just want to go home.
Hey, Sonic.
Surely you can spare it within your. You can spare some decency within your hearts to see that and let me go knowing that I don't mean no harm to anyone. I promise you, as surely as the day is long and the sun rises in the sky, I'll see myself off to the woad in the desert, and you'll not hear hide nor hair of me ever again. I swear it. Like I'm putting
one of them.
the extra wariness in my voice to sound so tired.
Right. One of them knocks you in the back of the head with their short spear that they're carrying, and basically says, "Shut the fuck up, quiet you. Save it for the judge."
Great. I'm gonna
Kinda
try another
crazy about
approach. I'm gonna try another
Nice
approach
that they're
here.
giving him a fair trial.
I'm gonna try another. I want to try another approach here, Ben.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
I would like to change tactics. I'd like to roll intimidate, and I will explain why.
What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's why I said I will explain why.
Yes, please.
I was setting that up in juxtaposition to my previous approach to create a sense of tension, you see.
Oh boy, my favorite.
I see. It's like, so that's how it is then. And I say, and what do you call? Just don't mind me while I look up an alias real quick.
Sorry.
Mr. Chaim Schmerl.
As I'd like to roll an alias, to say that like, and I say, I try to warn you lads, and I say, ye think it's like, and I say you're smarter than the last ones. I'll give you that much. And I say, is it you're right? And I say, I am no mere old traveler, no. And I say, I am the might. And I say, and I say, what you look upon in this fragile mortal visits is the great and I say, Briar Oberon. And I say, and I refer to myself as the great Briar Oberon, a dark and powerful archfey, lord of the Unseelie Court. And I give you one final warning. Release me from, and I say, release me from these bonds. You know what? No. I say, I give you a warning and an offer. And I say that if they release me from the first one to release me from these bonds, I shall grant you a wish. And I say that I can grant you the love of any woman what strikes your eye, or all the gold in Phaedros to pour from the sky into your lap. But woe be upon the last one to have his hands remain on me. And I swear to you, from the great halls of Titania's court herself, all the way to the emerald seas, woe and fear forever be upon you, and may the flowers and the stardust meet from sky and earth together, and drag your soul through the dark forest as I swear it. Let your choice be upon ye now. Judge yourselves and let your fate lie in your own hands. And I'm going to try and roll intimidate to like, if you let me go, I will grant you a wish with my mysterious fey magic. But if you keep me here, I'm going to give you some sort of nondescript curse that Land doesn't know what the curse would actually do, but he just says a bunch of vaguely threatening shit that it's like, that's what fey curses sound like.
Interesting. Okay.
But yeah, it's just
extremely difficult.
The first one of you that releases me, I will grant you any wish you desire with my archfey powers. So I am Lord Eberron Briar of the Unseelie, or of the Seelie Court. But those of you but if you keep me in your custody, then and I say that may you and your grandchildren and your grandchildren's grandchildren and their great 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 grandparents all be cursed from henceforth this day after. And I'm gonna try and roll intimidate to like put all of my joie de vivre into this.
Okay.
Like I'm putting on the performance of a lifetime right now.
I'm gonna need a DC 25 intimidate check.
Great. First of all, I'm popping words of friendship because you told me in the past that I can use that for intimidate. So I'm getting a +5.
Okay.
Right away, I'm getting a +5. I have a +12 to intimidate. That's a +17. Let's rock and roll.
Okay.
Nice.
So you see the guards do, like, you are in chains still, like they put you in handcuffs.
Okay.
You see they all let go of you, like, and back up very nervously.
Mhm.
They're looking to each other and kind of going like, is that a thing? Like, is that true? Like,
Is that how
are
Fae
they-
work? I don't fucking
is
know,
that-
man. Maybe.
Right, like they're all kind of like, what the hell is going on here? So you got them to let go of you and get off of you. They take a couple steps back. What do you do now? They start questioning, like, oh God, was it which did you let go last? No, I let go first. No, I let go first. You let go second. Wait, did you let go last? Like they're trying to like bicker and figure out who it is.
Absolutely.
What are you gonna do right now?
Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's more in character for Lan because I have two ways to escape here. It's basically I have the same idea. It's just how I get there, and it's either I just make a mad dash for it, or I keep. You know what? I'm gonna keep going while I'm ahead, and I say, "I calm yourselves. Let it never be said that the great Oberon Briar is not a merciful lord. And I say that ye may make your, and I say that may the curse be let from upon ye, as they make your request of me now, and I shall use my awesome fey powers to grant it forth many. Or I say that as you have all released me from these bonds simultaneously, and I say exactly conveniently. All right, you know what? No, I play it up as like, damn you, you mortals, and your
Oh,
you've known the one loophole in my Fey deal is that if you release me at exactly the same time, I have to grant a blessing to all of you.
This is a
they kind of
convenient
you see they all like exhale, like look relieved, like, oh fuck, thank God.
And I make them a deal because I cannot grant a specific wish to all of them. But if I see like when you're going through like a map in a city, there's like a nondescript barrel or a crate on like an alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
I like hop up on top of the barrel to like Lan is on stage, right? I like to believe that he was like an actor or like a performer back in the Feywild, so he's like getting back to his roots. It's been a while since he's like put on a show.
I think almost every Fae was an actor or a performer of some kind.
It's just an entire dimension of theater kids.
I mean, yeah, literally.
Fun fact, Titania's court is actually just a Denny's. But I say, as I cannot grant you a specific wish for each of you, I will offer you this, and I'm doing it in real life, but it's very Rumpelstiltskin coded, where it's a lot of like very flowy hand gestures and like.
Well, not too flowy because they are cuffed behind your back.
Oh, it's behind my back. Okay, then, but yeah.
Well, no, you know what? It could be in front of you. That makes more sense.
Yeah, it's a lot of like very, like waggling my fingers and like moving my head back, like a lot of just motion of like, look at the jingly thing, look over here, now look over here. It's a lot of that. As I tell them that I say that I have a special dance, and I say that if I perform this, dance, it will grant endless bounties upon each of you. Each of you, and I say that you could walk into the poorest neighborhood in this city and scoop the rainwater from the gutters of the lowliest hovel, and when you put it to your lips, it shall taste like wine from the highest court in the land. Sand will turn to honeyed bread in your mouths. And like I spin this yarn, and then I kind of eye around, and I'm saying this for a reason. I'm setting a thing up, Ben, and I kind of eye around where we are. Is there a crossroad where like two roads split, or where like there's two doors on like the same building, or some kind of crossroad adjacent thing?
Yeah, there can be. That's fine.
Great. I hop down from it, and I kind of, through my teeth, mutter to Giltor, like, fucking hold on and don't let go, whatever you do. It's about to get weird.
You feel a pinch in the hair of your like
Great.
legs.
I begin I'm kind of like I've got the handcuffs on me. I don't have my whistle. I want to use the handcuffs to like jingle around as like an improvisational musical
Hey,
instrument.
Hornet, how you doing?
As I'm whistling a tune to go along with it, as I stand perfectly.
No,
in the
we
middle of
haven't
the
run into
crossroad
any
and
flexing
begin
seals.
The world's most
But I talked my
furious
way out of
river
some
dance.
good shit, and
As
now
I'm trying to basically use the
our,
handcuffs and my hooves and my whistling
Lanolin's
as musical instruments that I'm going to
he's
attempt
trying
to
to
keep
get
their
out of.
attention for 10 minutes while I cast the ritual Fey passage.
He's trying
Okay.
to get the hell out of going to prison. So
There's
we're
no
listening
performance
to
check
that.
in this game.
In the past, you've had me use diplomacy for it.
Yeah, we can. Well, at this time we will use bluff.
Excellent. Okay. Do I get any bonus because I have them like because I'm being very not specific, but I'm like spinning a yarn while I do this.
Having to do it for 10 minutes, they're gonna start getting like, okay, when the fuck is the magic gonna happen? You're just dancing here. So this is gonna be extremely difficult.
Great.
It is gonna be another 25.
Great. I have a thing that will give me a bonus.
What thing?
Is basically to demonstrate like the power that I have over the natural world to like grant these blessings upon me, that even the lowliest creature, the meekest and most insignificant of the natural creatures that walk this plane, and I say why I could reach into, and I say that even one of the sand crabs, what crawls along the dock, searching for sand mites and roaches, why I could, and I kind of like reach behind my back and I pluck Gillator from under my belt as if I've just kind of like found him there, like he's just, like the little crabs like scuttle along the dock, just like look for refuge.
Yeah.
Great. And I say that so great is my power, that like I look at him and then I say in Sylvan, I'm going to attempt to do a thing. Please help me keep their attention for 10 minutes. Or please help me keep their attention for 10 minutes.
I don't speak Sylvan.
Well, that sucks that it's not letting you do that.
I thought you said you spoke a little bit of Elvish.
No, let me see my character sheet.
Great.
Sometimes
it doesn't matter. I just say a bunch of then you know what? I say in Sylvan.
We've traveled long enough together that I know your bullshit schemes and I understand what's going on.
Great. But then whether or not you understand it, I'm saying in Sylvan, oh, please, everyone from Titania to Saint Teach to the Lord of the Seven Hells himself, please let this work. But with the tone of like, skedaddle skedoodle, your dick is now a noodle. And I take the crab and I throw him.
No fish sticks, but we've had to. I've called the elf special.
Command
mentally handicapped.
And all that is natural in this world. This lowly creature.
I threw Lanolin under the bus
before you
because I figured he could handle himself.
I'm gonna take the form of a man before them.
Okay. You throw the crab up in the air.
As
you're doing this chanting.
Yeah.
He lands on the ground and woof, morphs into a human being.
This is a great part of the storyline, even funnier than my bit.
I am going to need you to roll a d20 plus 5.
I'm counting on you, man. Daniel, your dice mojo.
I need you to get me below a 15.
Your dice mojo.
So I need a 9 or better, or a 9 or worse. I could do 9 or worse. Nope.
No. No.
No, it's fine. Everything's cool and fine.
Your dice mojo has been the drizzling shits in every single session,
Yep.
except now.
Well,
It
no,
knows what
because
you're trying to
the
do.
dice knows what I want and is doing the opposite.
Yes, the
That's
dice
just how my
actively
life
know
works.
what you want. Anyway, so you throw them up.
No, it's
Gilator,
not.
you're starting this chant.
No, it's not. It's very bad. That means they're gonna know who
Or
he is,
Lanolin,
and
you're
they're
starting
gonna try
this,
to kill
this
him.
incredible
Do I
furious
still get-
dancing and chant. Gilator, you're like brushing yourself off. You look up and you see these 4 guys. Their attention has been drawn from Lanolin doing his dance
I'm dancing. Why is everyone not looking at my dance?
to
I'm dancing
you.
so hard.
And they're standing a couple feet away because you've backed off at this point. They're in like the middle of the square. And you've like backed off to like a barrel that you're standing on, like up against a wall. So they're like 10 feet away at this point. And they're kind of like, they look at you, back to each other, murmuring, look back at you, like while their body is facing their fellow soldier, like their head turns to you and then back to, they're like,
So
You
we all
catch-
have wanted posters.
you look awful lot like the Legate.
Gilator
As a
Lanolin.
crab?
No, you're
No,
not a crab
but-
anymore. They're looking at your human form.
What? No, I thought I was a crab man. I mean, yeah, no,
No,
he said he
I said
turned me
I-
into a man, not into a crab man. So yeah,
So
Yeah, you said you turned
Lanolin
into
isn't
a
a bad guy,
full
but
human
he's under
person.
arrest.
yeah,
not-
that's
We got
in between.
boarded.
In between form, they would have tried to kill you as a monster.
It
So
would've been like,
we were boarded,
Jesus, he is from the
and Lan
unsealing.
was
Tell him
found
what
out.
to
Dear
I
God,
we
he
threw him
summoned a
under the
monster.
bus.
Kill it. Yeah, no.
We threw
that
him under the
would've-
bus and let
that
him go
would've
to
just
jail
proc
because they just
combat.
thought him
This-
as a
They're like looking at
stowaway,
you and they're like,
which is against
guy
the
looks
rules of this land.
kind of
um,
familiar.
Amandi's in the
He
water
looks-
with a
Is
breathing
there
potion,
any
so she's
chance that you will let me roll
they called
bluff
Gelf
so strongly? that-
special.
Okay, this has gone from
so
this
he's been
stunt
hidden,
will give me
and
a
I
bonus to
lied
bluff,
my
and
ass
this
off.
is
So we're all safe.
if I take a minus to bluff and
except
still
now Gilator is
succeed.
about
Can
to
I get their
get killed.
attention back on my? Can land?
I mean, it
throw
depends
ass,
on what you're doing.
Can land throw ass hard
So-
enough to distract the military?
Let's
You
see
need,
how it
you need to
goes.
get something as more distracting than the fact that this man that has just appeared before them looks strangely like their commanding officer.
the commanding officer that you did just meet in person,
That who did just meet in person?
Lan.
Oh, yes, that Lan just met. Yes.
I mean, I know that. I'm saying like because there, like I'm just saying like if I'm accepting that I'll need to roll a more like this is now reversed of like I've gone
Yeah.
from being really high to really low, but can I get this to like damn that dude who works at the Dunkin' Donuts kind of looks like Obama. That's crazy.
You might be able to try. They start like they kind of walk up closer to you and like points to Gilator and it's like, "Hey, you were just a crab just then."
No words, just kind of like squat down and do like the full Zoidberg of like walking like a crab.
Oh my god.
Okay, give me a bluff check, Gilator.
Where's my skills? Bluff. Okay. What do I need? What do I gotta get?
Get me a man.
Can I aid him by just because like can
You
we
can give him +2.
take a plus two? Like there's a lot going on right now. One of them is on the spectrum.
They're
and there's
working
a lot
on
of
it.
sensory input.
Get me a
Oh,
give me a 20. Oh, okay, close.
Oh, that was before my +2, which is still only a 19.
A 19. That's real close. So they're gonna kind of be like, "What the fuck?" I think he still thinks he's a crab.
Okay, Gilator, we can salvage this. You and me, buddy, we're getting
The
out of this
one-
together.
The one dude kind of like takes charge and is like, "We need to bring this back to the captain. This is strange as hell."
With all of the instincts that I learned as being a literal crab, as soon as they make a move towards me, I duck down and attempt to crab-like bury myself in this man as
You
a
could
full
also-
man.
You could also just turn back into a crab and do that.
This
No, because I'm going with the bit. You still have a few minutes left.
this
yeah,
is a
Ben,
paved road.
out of curiosity, wait, now, hang on. How much time has his random? Because this is fine. Like, if he gets enough of this random bullshit, can we work together? This is now like a can now he vamp hard enough to like
Roll me a d6.
Me or Lan?
Lan.
No.
One minute has passed.
Okay. Do I get to roll my bluff check yet?
What are you doing to bluff? Like, you got to actually do something.
Like I said, like I'm trying to basically make this a thing of like, yeah, isn't it crazy that the dude who works at the drive-thru at the Dunkin' kind of looks like Obama? That's weird. Hey, isn't it weird that this archfey, who I was fully convinced is an archfey, just turned this crab into a man? Huh. You know, from a certain angle, he kind of looks like our commanding officer. That's crazy.
So you're rolling. You haven't described
rolling,
anything you're doing. You're describing something that they're.
No, I said I'm dancing and like doing my performance that I want to be so captivating that they're willing to just kind of overlook their immediate instincts and go, yeah, it's probably nothing.
Okay.
Like if Merlin turned a chipmunk into somebody that looked a little bit like Sabrina Carpenter.
Interesting. Okay. Sure. Give me a bluff check.
Nope. We're running.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's they have lost attention to the dance, and they're like looking at Gilator, not like they don't assume that he is anybody important. They don't necessarily recognize that the pirate Gilator, but they do recognize that you look similar to their commander, and that probably means something. And this is all very strange, and they should probably report it and take you into custody as well. So they go and approach you to start making an attempt to arrest Gilator. What do you guys want to do?
We're just in the middle of the street, right? Or are we in like a side alley?
You're not in a side alley. You're in the middle of the main street in town, but you are off to the side of the street.
Oh god, if I kill these people, there's gonna be so many guards.
There's a lot of witnesses around. Yeah, you do see down the street, like there are individual soldiers posted at like intervals down the street, but they're just not paying attention to this part because there's a lot of shit going on in the street. It's very busy here.
Gilator, will you allow me to take our first opening salvo? I have an idea to get us out of this.
I can't stop you, but I mean, if there's gonna be some trouble if we start killing these guys.
It's no, we're running, not killing.
Oh, then sure.
Great.
I love with the hesitation.
Great, Ben. Can I say that if I look up above us, there's like a woman leaning, like an old lady leaning out of her balcony, like hanging up the wash on like a clothesline.
That's so specific, but sure.
Great. I grab an empty liquor bottle out of the gutter and I throw it at her as hard as I can and cast Lesser Dimensional Step to teleport me to her house.
Holy shit! Roll me an attack roll with a ranged weapon. So just go to your combat tab and roll basic ranged attack. You have a +6. I'm gonna need a 12 because she has the high ground.
Acceptable.
Because she has the high ground? Nice.
Yeah, she's got the high ground. Get me a 12 attack roll. Yeah, okay. So you
be a really dramatic session where confront the ghosts of my past, and it turned into this fucking clown show, and I love it.
Wait, what is
Listen, man. I was playing Guardians of the Galaxy earlier tonight,
Oh
and
my
that
God.
may have influenced the vibe.
It's gonna be even funny, like confronting my sister and having the dramatic moment of like, what were you even doing today?
roll me?
You've disgraced our fit. You've betrayed our clan. You've disgraced our nation. What do you have to say for yourself?
That is
Drops down in a little crab mode.
that is if she catches you. You ding this lady in the fucking dome with this fucking piece of trash you pick up off the ground. It doesn't. It doesn't kill her or anything, but it does knock her back. She stumbles backwards into her apartment window, like you just warp you and Gelator up into the building.
Can I just say the last thing that they see before we teleport is me going double middle fingers.
You are now standing over top of this concussed old woman, looking into this from this veranda. An entire family of Jescaran people going about their business in their house, having stopped dead in their tracks and staring at you.
Please don't scream. Please don't scream.
What are you doing? You have a split second.
Great.
I think I saw this in a Disney movie once, Lan. I know what to do.
I don't speak any Jescaran, right?
I mean, they speak common. They just speak like slightly different dialect.
Great. I try and reach into my pocket, pull out my money pouch, and I empty it onto the ground and do the shh gesture with my like the shush gesture and just say, "You can have all of this if you never saw us."
Then what do you do? So you pour out your money on the ground and you shush, and then what?
You know what? I'm looking at the captain of like, we can either try and hide in this room or make a break for a different apartment. I'm deferring to you, but I need it. It's like basically
Now.
if you can get me 10 minutes, if we can get us in one place for 10 minutes in front of a crossroad, or some sort of division or weird Fey. I'll know it when I see it. I can jump us into the Feywild.
You hear shouts.
Into the Feywild.
It's not my plan A. What the fuck has been today, Captain?
You hear shouts from below on the street. You see a middle-aged man who was like standing over like
it was the goat man. The goat man did it.
Standing over like a cooking range, I guess, making food when his family is like sitting at a table. He's like slowly reaching up for the knife that's sitting out on the counter next to him.
Great.
You don't got 10.
Can I say that instead of emptying the money pouch onto the ground, I just like held the money pouch open to them? When I see him with the knife, I drop it in such a way that I catch it by the drawstring, whirl it around, and throw it at that guy.
Oh my god. Roll me another ranged attack roll. No.
He's a commoner and I'm like 10 feet away.
That is true. Yeah. Yes. That it'll hit him. It like thuds into his like abdomen and it like knocks him. He stumbles backwards and like he smacks the knife trying to reach for it and it like flies across the room like and clatters to the floor. What are you guys doing?
I'm assuming
we gotta run.
No, we're running, but I am yelling to this family that for the record, you can keep the money, but you probably could have but for future reference, you could have negotiated for more.
Where are you running to? Because this is a like apartment building and you're just on a balcony.
To the roof and then across the rooftops. That seems like the most dramatic thing we could be doing.
No, yeah, we're going full Aladdin.
Okay, give me an athletics check, the both of you, to climb up.
But
to the roof. and hop to the next roof. Okay, Lanolin got a 20. Oh, you both got a 20. All right, great.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I'm just
you're
telling
Did
easily
mine not
able to
roll?
climb up.
Oh,
No,
no,
it
it did. It
did.
was just a second.
But yeah, I'm just telling Giltor of like, if we can, but yeah, just like if we can't find anywhere to lay low, I can. It's not a perfect jump, but I don't. And it's like I haven't done it in a while, and it's not exactly perfect. But if we can find a crossroads or somewhere, like I said, I'll know it when I see it. But I can open a portal and jump the two of us into the Feywild. Good
Yeah, but how are we
fucking
going to
luck,
get
Laura.
back?
When I stop, it's like it. Like I said, it's not a perfect. It's not a perfect shift. When I stop the ritual, it'll snap us back to wherever we are. Probably, it's not really. It's not really transport so much of it is Fey smuggler's hold.
You see, as you guys hop to the next rooftop, about half a dozen soldiers on the ground in the middle of the street. They've kind of like people have cleared away from the middle of the street here, and there's like half a dozen soldiers down there pointing up at you. Is like, there they went. As 2 or 3 more come out of a balcony adjacent to the one you were just on, and they're now attempting to climb up to the roof as well.
Hey, Lan. How many times per day can you do that lesser dimensional step? Or how many times per combat specifically?
Let's see.
I believe that's an encounter.
Red is great. I say, yeah, I say I need a bit of time to. I need a bit of time to get my bearings back in me. Say, give or take the length of one standard combat.
About a minute to catch your breath. A minute, 1 to 5 minutes to catch your breath, and chill for a second.
We need to get back to the ship. So that we have backup. Because we have what we need. We can leave port as soon as possible.
Was it dropped
So
off?
if you can. Well, yeah, last session we got what we needed.
Oh, okay.
Nope, it is 3 days until you have the
Right.
stuff that you need.
Oh, I thought we
No, we had to wait 3 days.
You're right. He has to make it. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yep. You
You
haven't
still
even
need
been
to
given
get
it
back
yet.
to shit.
All right, more than the ship, we need a seam because he knows the city and he knows where we can lay low.
So I've got a question for you, DM. Just out of curiosity, is
Yes.
there any way that I can see what's going on?
No, they're well into town by this point.
Okay, so there's no way. Has the
They're
docks
probably like
cleared?
a half mile away.
Have the docks cleared for me to go bail him out of jail, quote unquote?
That is a good question. It's probably only been about 30 minutes since they arrested Lanolin and took him away.
They're probably still doing their inspection at this point.
Probably still inspecting other ships on the docks, but they're
No,
almost
because
done.
they took.
There's a
Because
lot
they
of
took
ships
an
here.
hour. Well, they took an hour to like question all of my crew and everything. So like, I would assume that this is all happening simultaneously with that.
True, they did take so they're still on your ship while this is going on.
Okay, so there's no way that I can assist.
Yeah, not really. Not at this point.
It'd be weird.
They're on their own.
It'd be weird if like he had a way to communicate with me.
I don't think so.
You should look into it.
Wait.
A certain item.
No, I have sending, but I have to cast it.
You have that bosun's whistle. The magic bosun's whistle.
Yeah, that summons, but then it just summons a seam to us, and then he's
It
just
wouldn't-
stuck here.
It wouldn't summon a seam to you. It would summon other members of the Chimera crew.
Oh,
Right.
that's true.
The,
Yes,
the NPC members of the crew.
Right. Or you
That's
could give
handy.
me a message. I thought you could give a
Does it
message.
also do that? Let me
No,
check.
I didn't think that.
I thought that was one of the things that it could do.
Guardian's Whistle. Summon one NPC from the crew to fight with you. That's all it does.
Oh, okay. Oh, you have that.
I mean, you can also supernaturally hear it from further away. That is true.
I just had an idea of some rolls that I can make.
Okay.
Well, that's good. Ideas is something that we need right now.
Can
Yeah,
I
this
roll?
whistle can be heard supernaturally by the highest ranking officer aboard your ship.
I guess since it's
I
aboard our ship. Does that count?
Currently, I don't know whether that's Gelf or Asim, but one of them will hear it.
I mean, aboard that ship, Asim is the highest ranking guy.
Good point.
Yeah.
So he can hear the whistle if you blow it.
For now, I was going to suggest just rolling streetwise to try
Excuse
and
me.
find like.
Oh, to try to get away and hide?
We'll just try and see like, have I maybe either heard from my own contacts and rumors or heard Asim mention like, oh, if we ever in this place when we get separated, this is a good like hidey hole that you can give them some money and they'll let you stay in the basement.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a streetwise.
Let's see. Where's my... Damn. All right.
You got this, Lan. You got this.
Yes, you've heard of a like seedy tavern near the docks that acts as like a smuggler's go-between that you could lay low in.
Is it going to be easy to get there, or is it like we have to then go back through the guards?
You don't have to go back through the guards if you're going like over the buildings and shit. But you are gonna have to head back towards the docks. Which is like a couple of minutes run to get there. Or like a half a mile away, basically. So like you can try to eat like however you want to try to get there, we will figure out what you're gonna do. Gillator, are you doing anything?
There's not really much that I can do in this situation. So I'm just kind of following what Lan's doing.
So just to give Gillator ideas of resources we have, to my knowledge, the last time we left, the Stormrunner is cleared of suspicion. So my idea is that I can cast Sending to send a covert message to the crew. If we hide out in the smuggler's den, I can either tell them like, leave us for 3 days and come back when the heat, like leave us for a while in port, come back when the heat's died off, or like we can make a plan, like we can coordinate back and forth with them to make a plan. But regardless, I think we should get to low ground and then I can deliver a message.
Yes, that was kind of the plan from here. Let them know Amandi's acting captain.
Okay.
Captain Gillator. Amandi is the first mate. If every member of that crew hasn't already de facto assumed that she is in charge, if your sister kills me and paints the ocean red with my blood, I swear to you, I will find a way to come back from the Shadowfell to wring their fucking neck.
I mean, I just thought because it's Asim's ship, he might think, but
Asim ship, your fleet.
Technically.
valid.
Ever so technically. Ever so technically.
Okay, so what do the two of you do? Because guards are like climbing up to the roof at this point to chase you down. They're not there yet. How are you getting to this smuggler's den?
Well, we need to find a way to ditch these guards.
Yeah. How do you want to do that?
First things first, how do you feel about just resuming your crab disguise? Because
Well, I was about to say I could do that if you could find a barrel to hide in.
well, I was just gonna say because the chances then of us both having to roll acrobatics and then one of us failing and then wind up leaving the other one landing from a building go down about 50% if one of us is a crab.
You know, that is true. Huh.
Like that means that only I have to pass my checks, which it just means
And if they were to perhaps surround you, you do have an ability that is specifically good if an entire group of people is surrounding you.
that's true, but that's
You can seek their blood with your blade.
just giant blood tornado is kind of abandoning at least all set. Like we still have at least a semblance of stealth left.
Yeah, anyway, ducking into a barrel in a back alley does seem to be our best bet. So I will resume crab form and jump onto you.
Okay. Roll me a stealth check, Lanolin.
Great.
Yikes.
Yikes indeed.
Not great. You know what? Why don't I roll for them just to
be diplomatic?
Yeah. I'm gonna give them, since there's a whole group of them, we'll do that. Well, they got a nat 20.
Well,
I see. They know my full social security number.
Yeah. As you're hiding in the barrel, your horn's poking out of the top. Because as this barrel is uncovered, you
you know
hear
what'd be really good to have right now? Like some kind of glamour charm to make you not have one.
you hear a bunch of frantic footsteps as they come to a stop, and you hear someone yell, "We have this barrel surrounded. Come out with your hands up."
Oh, so I'm in the barrel.
Yeah, you got in a barrel.
Okay.
It just wasn't that great of a hiding spot.
Okay. Just we have your barrel surrounded.
Yes. What do you do?
I think we could fight these guys if you blow the bosun's whistle and get
Oh,
a.
surrounded.
You look through like a crack in the barrel. There's now like 10 soldiers.
We could do that.
Okay.
The 6 that they rounded up off the street and the 4 that you fooled. You hear one of them go to the other ones. Be careful, it's an archfey. And they're like, "What the fuck is..." Then the other one who was not here for your whole rant is like, "What the fuck does that mean?" He's like, I don't know. He's got fucking archfey powers.
Can I be? He turned a crab into a criminal.
He turned a crab into a man.
Can I be very clear? The archfey who I'm pretending to be isn't a real archfey. I made him up.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
I just want to be very clear. I just want to be very clear that there's not going to be a pissed off archfey somewhere.
No. I knew that was a fake name.
It's the Sylvan equivalent of Smitty Werber Jägerman Jensen.
Yeah. Okay.
Great. Can I, even with my hands tied, can I get to my sword?
Yes.
Oh God, Great. Your hands are still tied. Oh
His
no.
hands are still tied.
Okay.
You're just gonna have a minus to all attack rolls with it.
Would you perhaps say that the 10 soldiers surrounding us are within a close burst of 2?
I would say that.
Great. Then I shove the sword through the lid of the barrel and cast Blood Drain.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to make 10 attack rolls.
Oh, it's Charisma versus Fortitude.
Yes. I just don't have them in the combat track or anything, so we'll just roll it in the chat. Just roll the Blood Drain attack 10 times.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm seeing a lot of single digits, which I don't like.
Damn.
But I'm seeing a lot of over 20, which I do like.
Let me grab my Phaedron soldier stat block. Okay, and this is against Fortitude, you said?
Charisma versus Fortitude. I do want to remind you, for anyone on the street that is like walking by and has kind of assumed like, oh, they're after like some local criminal, there is now a 10-foot blood tornado surrounding
Well,
this random barrel.
This is in a back alley, we'll say. We're like away from the hustle and bustle of the main street.
But it's a blood tornado. It's a blood nado.
Okay. So let me see here. So attack first. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. 22 is 3, 4. You hit 4 times. So I'm gonna need you to roll the
out of
their fortitude is a 14. So 3 of them are pretty close.
So you need to roll 3 times, you said?
No, I just need you to roll the damage roll once, and I will multiply it by 4.
Okay. Not mad at that.
So 48. Okay, so 12 damage to each of them. And they have yeah, the 4 of them go down. But there's still 6 left.
You know what? Will you let me attempt one last bluff before combat begins?
Oh my god.
I can do that as many times as I want. Consider that a warning shot.
Go ahead and roll bluff.
This is Lan in full. I'm so thank you for joining me on this journey, Captain Gelator. Because this is
my god.
This is I feel this is like for Gelator's perspective, this is what Lan was like when he first became a pirate. He's had to slow down since he took on like an administrative officer role, but this is like when the older officers that trained Gelator would tell him stories about like, oh no, back in the day, Lan used to be fucking crazy. He was like jumping off buildings and like making up fake personas and like he was out there, man. I never needed a nat 20 so badly in my life, and it let me down.
Yes, it did.
Wait,
no.
Wait, hang on. Wait, my words of friendship, does that recharge on the daily or an encounter? That's an encounter.
No.
Can I? Would an 18 have made that succeed?
Probably not. I don't think so.
Okay, then never mind.
I was gonna say it'd be a 20. So we're gonna put 6 Phaedron soldiers in the combat tracker, and I think we're gonna do this one next time.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it's getting a little. Hopefully, by the time they've started this combat, they're now off the ship.
Yeah, probably. It probably. I don't think it took an hour to question the whole crew. It was probably more like
definitely
20
by the
minutes
time they got on the roof. By the time they got on the roof, we should be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, But like
By the
while they
time
were
combat
dancing
starts.
and stuff, that was a different
Right.
story.
Yeah. So yeah, what a wacky wild ride. Most of that should have been backdropped to fucking Yakety Sax, but
The Benny Hill theme.
yeah.
I do like the idea that when faced with like the most emotional turmoil Gilitor could have been faced with, his reaction was do the most goofy bullshit possible.
Yeah.
It is very him to retreat
is
into his
very him.
carapace.
Emotion.
Emotions. Gross. What are those?
Giltor, did you hear what I said about like what you would have heard stories about Lan?
Yes, I've been here the whole time. Why would I
Right.
not have heard that?
Because I didn't hear any reply to it, and I kind of heard talking in the background, so I didn't know if you'd like step AFK.
Wait, what?
What? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Thank you all for
Okay.
tuning in. This has been a
Yeah.
great session. I'm gonna go ahead and
Oh, this
end
is so
stream.
amazing. This is one of my favorites.